Good day and welcome to another DB Legends video. So in this video we're going to talk about where you can maybe find some Chrono Crystals before Legends Fest. So basically this is kind of like an emergency Chrono Crystal guide, but essentially guys, this is only really applicable to new players or players who maybe haven't done all the missions. It's very difficult to find Chrono Crystals if you are a veteran or regular player. You're just going to have to earn them naturally as the game progresses. So obviously the first one is completing challenges from the story. Very straightforward. This coincides with another section, which is the story missions tab. So more Legends missions, a couple missions that are based on mainly the story challenges, but also on friendship rank. So if you are running out of ideas, you can always clear the challenges from the stories. You get 3 stones per challenge. So if you do 20 stages, that's 200 stones. But more importantly, if you do 3 challenge per stage, it's 200 stones. But more importantly, it's also a great way to clear some of these challenges, which will give you a couple hundred extra Chrono Crystals every couple step of the way. Raising friendship's also a great thing, but it's more a long-term thing. So once you get units to stage 5, try and back them out and use different Let's Fight units to get that way. The second way, which is a way that's quite popular, that I showed in the previous video, is to soul boost units. Really straightforward, guys. Soul boosting a unit is going to net you some Chrono Crystals. I think 1 unit equates to about 20 Chrono Crystals, give or take. It does change at a certain point, so it goes from being like 40 Chrono Crystals to 20. If you soul boost all your remaining units, let's say you've got 50 remaining units, that's 1,000 Chrono Crystals. It's very expensive, it's going to cost you a lot of Zenny, and it's going to cost you a lot of souls, but it is going to be a great way for you to get some Chrono Crystals. So those are the 2 main ways, obviously, that I've shown in some other videos, but I thought I'd start off with those just in case no one's seen that. Then, the next best way is going to be your mission plan. So the mission plan is going to refresh between now and Legends Fest. Try and get your mission plan done. I know it's hard, sometimes people can't play the game too much, but there's 600 Chrono Crystals that you can get from these mission plans, and they're not really that time gated. Most of them are just doing with hyperdimensional co-op, PvP, upgrading gear, going on adventures. So it's stuff you naturally do. Always aim to do the highest level plan, and you will get a decent reward of Chrono Crystals. And if you pay for the premium plan, then you're going to benefit even more. So it does help you out, and it is a more natural way, and it should refresh before now and Legends Fest. Then, the very next one, so just to highlight, is PvP. So PvP couples up in 2 ways. So you get first these PvP coins right now, which are great because you can exchange them for Chrono Crystals. But secondly, you get Chrono Crystals based on your PvP ranking. So you're going to want to try and get as far as you can in PvP. Guys, even if you don't get high rank, getting as far as you can will still net you a couple hundred Chrono Crystals. It's honestly really worth it to get those Chrono Crystals, and especially if you've never done PvP before, the early rank ups will also net you a decent amount of Chrono Crystals as well. The PvP coins you get for this season especially, which is ending quite soon, so act now, can be exchanged for Chrono Crystals. There were 300 originally. You can get these pretty easily just by knocking out players, so you don't even have to win the fights, you just have to knock out the players. Next step is hyperdimensional co-op. So every hyperdimensional co-op refresh, there is 300 Chrono Crystals added into the store. But you don't need to farm those coins during the hyperdimensional co-op. You can start farming them now. They cost 1,500 each for the Chrono Crystals. Farm it now, and then as soon as it comes out, you can refresh, buy from the store, and still collect all your ones from the inventory, and you should be able to start buying some other stuff as well. It's very, very nice way to pick up some coins early, Chrono Crystals early on. Then the next way is going to be the original series events. So obviously there's Android 17 and Cell who are out right now, which are great ways to get 1,000 Chrono Crystals. But the Nappa, the Raditz, the Vegeta, the Captain Ginyu, the Frieza, all of these ones drop mission rewards and base rewards. So if you're like me, I haven't done the Android 17 one. There's a whole bunch of Chrono Crystals to earn there. You can see 1,000 Chrono Crystals per original series, which is a lot. And they really don't require anything but doing them. They give you the characters, they give you the missions. The missions are very straightforward. The longest one here is going to be Friendship Ranking, which you're going to have to do the Let's Fight event for. So you're going to need to do that Let's Fight event. So you're going to want to start on that now. But you can do that for literally any of these. And the permanent ones, like the Captain Ginyu, the Frieza, they don't have the friendship requirement. So you can just do those in your own time. But they drop a crap ton of Chrono Crystals, and you really should get on them. If you haven't got on them yet, they may seem like a grind, but they're actually pretty easy, chilled way to get Chrono Crystals. Next is Legends Road. Legends Road is a fantastic way to get Chronos Crystals. There's a couple reasons why, but the main is the challenge fights. You can get, I think, 300 Chrono Crystals in total just from the challenge fights for Legends Road. That doesn't include the missions, which are obviously rewarding you for also starring the units and Zenkai awakening them. But just the challenge missions alone are 300 to 400 Chrono Crystals, which is pretty good stuff. 400 Chrono Crystals is a lot. There's a couple Legends Roads there, and they are permanent. You've got the Goku's Legend Road, you've got the Super Saiyan Trunks, you've got the Kid Goku, you've got the Gotenks. So if you add all of those up, you are looking at quite a hefty chunk of Chrono Crystals, which is a great place to look. And then finally, we do have some other events. So like the Battle Gauntlet, it's a great way to get Chrono Crystals. 700, but does require you to get quite far down the line in terms of the overall staging of the event. So it's not something you can just kind of finish and beat and then claim the Chrono Crystals easily, but it is there, and it is obviously a great reward for you to get. So there's quite a bit of stuff for you to earn Chrono Crystals, and alongside it I did do a video on it, but the champion missions are out, and this will also give you another 1,000 Chrono Crystals, and you can finish this before the Legends Fest begins. It requires you to play Hyperdimensional Co-op 3 times a day. It requires you to do the Let's Fight event, and it requires you to do the Zenkai Soul Boost equipment event. That's it. You don't need to do anything else. It's actually really easy. The hardest thing there is Hyperdimensional Co-op. You can auto fight and skip the rest, and really it's not that big a deal. So you're going to want to do all of that. That's it from me. I hope you guys can take some of these methods, get some Chrono Crystals, and yeah, I wish you guys all the very best of luck, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye.